Yo, what's up, world? This is Mr. Mike, and I'm introducing to you a new installment called The Trucker Diaries. It's called The Trucker Diaries because I'm a truck driver, and I'm gonna give you some of my diaries. Just talk about life. It's gonna be centered around hip hop because I'm a hip hop artist, Mr. Mike. If you've never heard of me, look me up. I'm on Bandcamp, Reverb Nation, SoundCloud. Just check me out. I have an album called Beautiful Garbage that was released 6 years ago, back in 2013. So take a listen. But this here is just a viewpoint of being a truck driver and just talking about hip hop, the history of who I came to be, why I'm involved in hip hop. And it's going to progress as it gets, further into it. But here's an installment of it, and this is the introduction. So thank you for listening. I hope you enjoy it. And I may do a Q&A. So if you have some questions about certain things after you listen, I'll take a listen and maybe answer them if I want to, or maybe not. It's whatever. But this is the series, and this is what it's going to be about. Hip hop, music, movies, a little bit of current events, if you will, and some other stuff that piques my interest. And when it does it to me, I'll give it to you. So that's what it's all about. It's from a viewpoint of me driving a truck. So you may hear turning signals go off. You may hear the engine running in the background, like you do now. You may hear me, yell out something because somebody cut me off or something, and it's not gonna be, G-rated. So fuck all the ratings. I'm gonna use the F word every once in a while. Fuck, pussy, shit, and all sorts of other things that it may, startle some ears. But that's what it's gonna be about. So I hope you listen. I hope you take time and take in what I'm saying, because I think it's cool. I think what I'm saying is cool because I'm a cool dude. If you didn't know me, I'm pretty cool. So this is what it's all about. I know this introduction is very long, but this is what it is. So enjoy and have a blessed day. I love you. Yo, what's up, world? Yeah, Lee, it's there's some things that have changed. It's a new installment of the Trucker Diaries. There's some confusion with logistics with my company. One of my fellow company drivers, he arrived at the same location that I was in, but he came too late. And so when they unloaded me, they didn't take his, because I guess if you're there, I think it was 1 o'clock. If you're there past 1, they don't take your load. And so now the company wants me to switch my empty trailer with his load and take that load to Orlando so it can sit there and have someone else deliver it at another time. So I'm in the process of meeting this cat at a truck stop so we can switch and then we can be on our way. So that's what I'm doing now. I hope you guys are doing well. These are just logistical problems that happen. I mean, that happens in any job ever, in any job. Things can go wrong. So, but that's what it is. He can't make it to Orlando because he's out of time. But I have enough time to make it to Orlando and then back to Jacksonville. So during that time, I'll just be talking to you and running my mouth like I usually am. I hope you guys are just, doing well. What a game last night. The Golden State Warriors go up 2-0 on the Blazers in the Western Finals. Man, Blazers had the game. I don't know. Golden State they just took over. The Curry brothers, that's an interesting matchup. Seth Curry was actually hitting a bunch of threes. He hit like 4 threes that game. He actually made a key three-pointer late in the fourth quarter that I think gave him a lead or tied it up at one point. But they just the last final possessions of that game, Blazers really had a hard time, putting the ball in the hoop, and they had some late turnovers, and they ended up losing by 3 points. It was 114-111. A very good game. And I feel for Portland too, because you want to steal one, because Golden State has a home court advantage. So if you steal an away game, Portland was the visiting team. If you take that game, the series tied, and you have a completely different series now. You know what I mean? So I know that look Damian Lillard gave at the end of that game. He was shaking his head no. It was kind of discouraging, and I understand. I know that look. But that's what happens. You got to win. You got to put them away. You can't choke in the end to a championship team. So it is what it is. So, but yeah, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening. Opening your mind to what I have to say, because I'm gonna fill it in with a lot of stuff. It may not be good, it may not be bad, but it's not about good and bad. It's about what is and what isn't, and what's if you accept it or not. You know what I mean? So I'm in a kind of a chipper mood. Had some sex last night. That was good. Shout out to my girl, my lady, back in Jacksonville. But today, what did I eat today? I'm still on this healthy lifestyle I'm trying to implement. Okay, so I this morning, I left Jacksonville at like 7 this morning. I had to take a load down to Tampa, which I'm leaving now, and doing the stuff that I just described earlier. So the first thing, the number one thing I do when I get up, and I've heard this, said before, that the first thing you should do when you get up is drink at least 20 ounces of water. So I did that. I drank my water. And so what else? And then I got an apple, and I started my day. I started my day just driving, and then I'm going down Highway 301. Like if you're going towards Gainesville, I didn't go through Gainesville. I continued on 301 all the way down to basically 75, if you will, essentially. But on the way down there's this orange shop. This little, they sell like all natural orange juices, and they sell oranges, and they have candy and stuff like that. It's a shop. It's in Citra, Florida. And so I went down there. I got a half gallon of all natural. They squeeze it. There's no artificial anything in it. It's just straight up orange juice. It costs like $8 for a half gallon. So I got one of those. $9, like $8.95. Yeah, like $9. So I got one of those, and I only drunk not even a cup full. I just kind of swigged it a little bit, and then I just kept it in the fridge. I'm gonna use that as a smoothie base. So I have, so I can mix in my other, fruits and spinach in it. Which reminds me, I gotta buy some more spinach, leaves, and put the various fruit I have in the smoothie. I have apples, I have pears, a few grapes, and some mangoes. So I just kind of pick and choose which one I'm gonna put it in. But I definitely want the spinach in there. And then I didn't mention this last time when I talked about smoothies. I put some moringa aloe vera in it. So some moringa powder, basically. So you can get that at any health food store. I've been on moringa for about 3 years. Putting it on everything that I eat. Shout out to Moon. Shout out to my sister Moon, my soul sister. Moon up in Jacksonville. Shout out. She's the one told me about it. So shout out to her. And I've been doing research ever since, and I've been putting it in my food way before I even started this this change of lifestyle. I've been putting that in my foods. Like I would put it in soups. I put it in. If I had like a plate of if I had like salad or something like that, or a plate of like anything that I ate, I just sprinkle it on there. Anything that I eat with a fork, basically, like mashed potatoes or corn or rice, things that I kind of don't eat anymore. I put moringa oleifera, the powder, inside, on top of that entree. So I've been doing that, and but now I use them for smoothies too as well. So you can put that in there. It doesn't really have a taste. It's just it's the superfood powder, and I sprinkle it on everything that I eat or drink, basically. But back to the, I bought some all natural orange juice, and I bought some oranges. So I ate one orange today, one orange, one apple, and then I stopped and got some hot boiled peanuts, like a little, I want to say, is it 16 ounce cup of hot boiled peanuts. Jeez, somebody's burning rubber. There's been some wrecks up here in Tampa. As soon as I left the place where I, did this delivery, when I exited it, I saw a wreck right by the place. So just be careful out there on the road, people, please, especially around these trucks. I'm extra cautious. While I'm recording this, I'm constantly, my head is on a swivel, especially in these big cities. Going through rural streets and things like that. A lot of commerce, and people getting in and out of work and going to lunch breaks and stuff. So I'm just extra cautious. So, but yeah, I made the smoothie. I had an apple. No, I didn't make a smoothie today. I had an apple. I ate an orange, and I had some hot boiled peanuts. And then when I got to the place in Tampa, I ate a mango. So that's all I've had, and I've been drinking plenty of water throughout the day. So I got the Fiji water. I'm very conscious of when I buy water now. Like I'm very conscious of paying attention to the alkaline levels. And Fiji water really doesn't say it doesn't say it, so I'm gonna do some research if that's alkaline based water. Smart Water has alkaline water, not the regular. You have to look at all the bottles. Some of them they have the regular Smart Water, but then they have one that says alkaline. Is more, the bottle is white, and the logo is the blue letters. The regular one is blue. The logo is blue mostly, with the white letters. But the one with alkaline is, the logo is slightly different. I think they inverse the colors basically. And then there's another one that says antioxidant. So there's the regular Smart Water, the Smart Water alkaline, and then the Smart Water antioxidant. So I try to get the ones with the alkaline in it. But every store or every fuel stop or every gas station doesn't have all of the kinds of Smart Water. A lot of them just have the regular Smart Water. So I'm just looking at stuff like that, paying attention to that when I buy water. But I mean, just if you can't really find it, I mean, water is still good to drink. Just still continue to drink water, and I do that. But I'm not sure about Fiji. I'm not sure about the Fiji water. I don't know if that's alkaline based or not. I'm gonna do more research, and once I find out, I will probably mention it in the next video or so. But for now, I'm talking to you. I'm leaving Tampa. I'm meeting up with this guy so we can switch trailers, and then I'll finish this podcast episode. And but I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are living healthy. I'm trying to. It's difficult. I'm cool today. I didn't do much working out. I didn't do any of my dumbbells, and I'm gonna do that today. But plans got changed, and so I'm trying to hurry up and get this over with, go to Orlando and get the hell up out of there, and go back to Jacksonville. I didn't think I was going to Jacksonville. I didn't think I was going to Orlando today, but lo and behold, I have to go there. So right now I'm trying to get on this exit to 275, leaving Tampa. Well, not leaving Tampa, but going to where we decided to meet up at this trucks somewhere, this shopping center where there's room for trucks to kind of park. So we're gonna meet up there, and I'm just fighting through traffic. It's 2 o'clock. It's May 17th. So I'll file this under May 17th, and I'll try to put dates on all the episodes. But it's still new, so I'm still working out. But one of the episodes is already available. I already put one out there. I haven't really promoted it yet because I've been doing it while I just did it this morning, actually. I put one episode on my YouTube page. So there's a picture. Shout out to Obscure Looks for taking a photo. But yeah, it's out there on it's out there on my YouTube page, and I'm gonna put the audio clip, the pieces. The episodes audio only on the SoundCloud page, and maybe my MySpace page. I think that's still available. I don't know if they, kept my page alive or not. But it's, I'll put it on SoundCloud, MySpace, probably Reverb Nation if that's still available too. So, I'm gonna navigate, the different social media outlets with my content, and I hope you guys listen to it. So yeah, but that's available. I just released that on YouTube, so you can go and try it. Put it in the Trucker Diary series, Mr. Mike, Mr. MIC. MIC stands for Music Illumination Consciousness. That's my hip hop name. That's my artist name. So when you hear Mr. Mike, that's who you're referring to. I think there's a few more Mr. Mikes out there, but I'm the one that really matters. So, and mine is spelled M-I-C, Mr. M-I-C. There's no K in it, so no M-I-K, none of that. I know all y'all think Mike, and you just think, M-I-K, because you don't respect me, and that's fucked up. So put M-I-C on my name, Mr. Mike, and Mr. M-I-C. Think of as a microphone, because that's my weapon of choice when I rip. I've ripped the microphone, M-I-C. You take the I out, I'm an MC, you know what I'm saying? So just keep that in mind. Don't be, if you have my phone number, you have me as M-I-K-E, now put X that, M-I-C. So, Music Illumination Consciousness, motherfuckers. I'm just playing, I'm just running my mouth. So, but yeah, there's an episode that's been released, and these are not in order. You don't have to go try to find the first one and go from there. It's going to be random. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'll put dates on them, but the most of the ones that I'm going to release are from this month anyway, so it's all the same. So you don't have to watch. Just think of it as watching. Black Mirror on Netflix. Every episode is completely different. You don't have to watch those in order. So if you watch Black Mirror, I haven't seen the third, you can watch either one, you know what I'm saying? It don't matter. Like they should put that in random order. So you just click, episode 1 is actually like episode, 4 or 5 or something like that. But it doesn't matter because, they're completely different settings, completely different stories, locations and all that, different actors, different characters. Everything's different. So these episodes of the Trucker Diary series are going to be just, think of them as not chronological. It's just stuff on my mind that I'm talking about. I may mention some current events, but if I don't feel like current events are interesting enough, I won't mention them. I'll just talk about video games and Shenmue 3, which is coming out in August. Yes, you know what I'm saying? You're going to get tired of me talking about Shenmue 3, and I'm going to keep talking about it until it comes out. Big Shenmue fan. So all my Shenmue people, I'm going to put you guys onto the podcast. Hopefully you guys will, listen to it. I actually have fans from people who love Shenmue who actually, they know about Mr. Mike, and I'm very grateful for them. I got some people down in Sao Paulo, Brazil, who are fans of Mr. Mike. And I've kind of let them down, and I'm sorry because I haven't released anything in about 6 years. So, but until then, until I release something else, you have these to talk about. You have these to listen to. You know what I mean? Trucker Diary series, it's here, man. It's available, baby. Yeah, I'm excited. I hope you guys are too. There's some episodes where I think, where I kind of just going through the motions and just being distraught and like, oh, I wish my life was a little bit better and blah blah blah. I try to keep that in the minimum, but I want this to be sort of uplifting, but very interesting and very, I want you to pay attention to the shit that I'm into that is, barely known or unknown or obscure, So I'm trying to put you on that. But but that's what it is. I'm blessed to be alive. I'm 36 years old. I turned 36 in April last month, April 22nd. My birthday is on Earth Day because I'm a man of the earth, baby. Yeah. So like, I just turned 36. I've never been married. You know what I mean? I told myself years ago, if I'm not married by 35, it's not going to happen. I'm 30. I just turned 36 last month, so there's that. But I think I'm sort of letting that go. I don't know. I'm not closing the door on marriage. If it happens, it happens. But if not, I've never been to Canada. So, and if I never go to Canada, it's not like I'm not trying to downplay Canada. I would love to visit, but if I don't go, it won't be like one of those things where, damn, I didn't, live my best life because I didn't go to Canada. So that's how I feel about marriage. Marriage is Canada for me. Maybe one day I'll get married in Canada. That'll be something, right? But yeah, marriage is kind of like, if I don't get married, I won't be upset, basically, is what I'm trying to say. I'm just fighting through this traffic. I thought I was going to be scot-free out of Tampa and going my own way, but apparently that's not the case. So I'm going to be complaining and murmuring to you, so you can kind of understand. Like, when you're at your job, most of y'all probably have office jobs, jobs that you hate to do, essentially, and you got your phone and you got your your earphones, your earbuds or whatever, and you're listening to me, and it's kind of like, yeah, dude, I understand, man. This shit is and you don't want to listen to it too loud because your boss may could you want to make sure you're focused on your task and micromanage, so you have that. And so if you're listening at work, I'm sure you're a focused enough individual to not write down everything that I'm saying, but write down what you need to write down for your job. You probably should write something like, Mr. Mike is the greatest rapper in the world, or something like that. Just write that down on your statement reports. Write that down right now. Just write it down. Mr. Mike, of course, Mr. M-I-C. Don't put the if you're writing in pencil and you put M-I-K-E, erase it and then put M-I-C. Spell it correctly, man. Put some respect on my name. You know what I'm saying? Shit. See, while I'm over here running my mouth here, I'm about to miss my exit because I'm a dumbass. Am I going? Yeah, I'm going I-40. So what the? Oh, I need to. See. I thought that was. See, man. See, I'm doing all this extra stuff and like. See, I've never been this way before. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm in the situation where there's a line of cats trying to get on I-4 East, and they're not gonna let a 53-foot trailer and my truck to come over to get on the exit because they feel some sort of way driving behind the truck. Man, let me in. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna hurt you. Most likely you'll pass me once we get on I-4 anyway. So come on, man. Freaking, Honda Highlander silver ass limited edition. You know what I'm saying? didn't want to let me in front of you. Now I'm behind you now, so I'm gonna talk shit. Yeah. I ought to read out your license plate, but I ain't gonna do that. But yeah, I'm over here now. Someone let me in. Thank you. There's another gray car behind me. I don't know what kind of car it is, but appreciate you letting me in. Because you understand, you know what I'm saying? You understand. You know, all these cats out here, all they want to do is be in front all the time. Like, this is a race, you know what I'm saying? It's not a race, you know? It's point A to point B. You don't have to go fast all the time, you know what I'm saying? Chill out. You know, I saw a wreck earlier, like a couple of minutes ago, right before I pressed record on this app to record this podcast. I just saw a wreck. Probably somebody going too fast, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, but I'm just saying that's mostly majority of the cases of car wrecks, people going too fast and getting out of control. That's what it is. Another thing is distractions, you know, people having their phone up. I can't even tell you how many times, you know, being in it, because I'm in a truck, so I can look down on you cats with your phones out while you're driving, looking down, trying to see what's, you know, you're scrolling through Facebook, Instagram and shit, just trying to see, oh, what's the latest thing, you know, what's my ex-girlfriend is saying about me. Stop. You know what I'm saying? It'll be there when you get to your destination. You know, you don't have to be on your phone all the time. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm on my phone, but my phone is not in my hand. You know, my phone, I have a cell phone mount. My cell phone is mounted on that thing, and I'm doing this thing. I'm doing these diaries, you know, like while it's sitting here. You know what I'm saying? I have two hands on the steering wheel at all the time. My head is on the swivel. I'm looking left. I'm looking right. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, be careful out there on these roads, man, on these streets. You know what I'm saying? Be careful. This is not, you know, you're driving a weapon. You are driving a weapon. This can kill you. It has killed millions of people, billions of people. It kills people every single day, every hour of every day. Somebody's getting murked over a car accident. So, you know what I'm saying? Just, you know, chill. Pay attention. You know what I'm saying? Mount your phone or put it up till you get to your destination. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Just trying to keep y'all safe on these streets because I care about y'all. The more you guys stay alive, the more chances you guys will be listening to this podcast or listening to beautiful garbage. You know what I'm saying? Listen to great hip hop. You know what I'm saying? You know, but don't be these typical, you know, drivers where everybody has their phones and everybody want to check things while they're driving, you know, distracting yourself, causing death. You know what I'm saying? Chill. But anyways, just made it to I-4, so I'm trying to meet up with this guy. I hate driving through Orlando, especially during this time of day. It's Friday too. Oh my God. You know, I hope I can just get in there and get out as soon as possible, but that's seldom the case because I-4 is a mess in and out of Orlando, and I got to do all this crazy extra shit because somebody became late to the. But it's whatever. They're paying me for these extra miles, so you know what I'm saying. At the end of the day, whatever. But I can take as much money as I could because I don't make a lot of money on this account at all. Jeez, you know, y'all should pay me $1 million a week for doing this. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just be stingy. I'm not even gonna name the trucking company I'm with. You know what I'm saying? If you know me, you know. You know. Shit. I'm sorry. I'm just a little animated today. A little tight. I am excited. I'm happy to be alive. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you know, money is it's freedom notes. It's a way to gain resources and things like that. You know what I mean? But it's not the end all be all for your life, for my life, or any, you know what I'm saying? So you don't have to kill and die for money. People do it all the time, but you know, there's more important things than money. There's love. There's food. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you get money to get food to eat. But a lot of instances, there's food available. You just gotta find it. You know what I'm saying? There's people just giving out food everywhere. So money. These little freedom notes. We do all this stuff. Everything we do, revolves around, money. If I want a nice house, gotta have money. People use it for relationships too. She'll like me once I get this, once I get this bag of money. Once I get this bag, she'll come around, and oftentimes they do, But shout out to my girl. She's been there when I was broke. She was there when I had a job, and I got fired from that job. You know what I'm saying? And I was broke, and I was living in a very dirty house for a couple of months. She was, you know what I'm saying? She's been through it. And she's, for some reason, I don't know. A lot of times I just be asked, why do you love me? Because I'm pretty crazy and I'm weird, and but she just loves me for who I am. You know what I mean? She sees the confidence and the power in me. And so a lot of times I don't see it in myself, but she sees it in me. And I appreciate her for that. Shout out to you, love. Yes, that's the girl I had made love to last night. Not out here, slanging dick everywhere. You know what I'm saying? I have my girl. You know what I'm saying? She's good enough, great enough for me. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I'm on I-4 now. I'm trying to. I hope I didn't pass the exit yet. Because a lot of times, my head is on a swivel. So a lot of times I veer away from the GPS. All of a sudden I got to turn around, and turning around in the truck is not like making a U-turn like you do in a car. You got to find areas. You know what I'm saying? So I told myself I wasn't going to talk too much about trucking life, because I'd rather talk about interesting things. But things come up, and interesting situations while truck driving. They come up, and so I just want to talk about it. What's going on? Maybe you can do a thing too. Maybe you do a podcast where you hate work. You know what I'm saying? Talk about your work. I don't know. I just talk. We need to speak about what's going on in our lives. And I know I have a problem with hiding things. I'm a very quiet dude. So I'm using this to sort of open up a little bit and hopefully engage with some of my fans. Maybe you're a fan of my music. Maybe you're a fan of my voice. Maybe you're just a fan because I'm just a cool guy. You know what I'm saying? You just like being around me, or you like being where I am because I'm cool like that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Diggable Planets, Rebirth the Slick. Cool like that. That's the song that put me on hip hop. You know what I mean? So it's all full circle. I got about 3 miles to this exit. So let me know. Let me know in a few, in a couple of seconds. You need to get off on the exit right now. You know what I mean? But I'm not doing this live, so by the time this comes out, it'll be be edited. Not edited, because I'm not gonna edit. I'm not gonna chop anything up. But like, I'll put the clip on the editing software and add my picture, my logo or whatever thing is, and then I'll put it on YouTube, so you'll have a little picture, so it won't be just a black screen. You know what I mean? So I just think of Bill Burr podcast. His picture, his thing right there, and this. So that's what I'm doing. So what else is going on in the zeitgeist? That's my go-to word. What's on your mind? What do you be thinking about? What are you doing? What makes you miserable, or what makes you confident? What makes you excited? I did mention tomorrow is the fight, because I love talking about boxing. There's a few things I like talking about: Shenmue 3, boxing, the NBA playoffs, which is current right now, and a few other shit. I'll get into some anime too, because I'm watching this new anime on Netflix. It's called it's called Baki, B-A-K-I. I don't know if I'm saying it right. I think that's the name of it. I watched like I watched the first 3 episodes. Looks dope, you know. But I'm gonna talk about some anime, you know. But for right now, boxing. Yeah, Deontay Wilder's fight Dominic Brazil this tomorrow, May 18th. That should be interesting. I don't think Brazil has a chance. I think Wilder, he needs to tighten up with his actual boxing boxing technique, because he's just a raw power puncher. That right hand is extremely strong. That's a dynamite hand. But eventually usually boxers figure out how to box big punchers. Think of Evander Holyfield Tyson 1. Not the one where he got his ear bit off, but the first one where he actually knocked him out. You know what I mean? Evander Holyfield knocked him out. He just basically stayed close to him. He'll get off a few combos and then sort of clinch him. And so, like Tyson didn't have the room, he didn't have the real estate, the room to get off his power. So Evander Holyfield just basically 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And hug him and clinch him. He did that and then eventually, he was able to, put him out. So, I think eventually a boxer like Evander Holyfield is gonna fight Deontay Wilder, and I'm thinking it's gonna be Anthony Joshua. You know what I mean? So it could be him. But this Dominic Brazil guy, I think Wilder's raw power is gonna get rid of the guy, and that's. But it takes it's gonna take a real skilled boxer. I mean, Tyson Fury gave Wilder problems. That ended up being a draw. Even after that 12th round, where everybody thought he was out, Fury popped back up and basically won the rest of that round with combinations and head movement and just boxing skills. He has some skills. He doesn't have that much dynamite, but he's taller than Wilder, and he gave Wilder problems. And it was, he has herky-jerky head movement. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, that's what that is. Let's see here. So yeah, like I said, Wilder's gonna take out Brazil, and everybody's gonna be clamoring for the Wilder Joshua fight. I don't know what's happening with Joshua. I think he's fighting somebody. He was supposed to fight somebody, but I think the Miller guy. I got to do more research on that. On that. But I think Miller was Big Baby Miller. I think he hopped on the. I think he failed drug test or something like that. Something about steroids or something. I'm not sure, but that's what that is. So I think they have a replacement for Miller for Joshua's fight. I don't know who it is yet, but I will find out and probably mention it in the future. But yeah, that's going. Wilder, you got Wilder going against Brazil this Saturday, and I don't know when the Joshua fight is. So, but yeah, I did talk about in the last episode the big fight coming up. Pacquiao versus Thurman. So Keith Thurman is a Florida guy, you know what I'm saying? He's, I should be rooting for the Florida guy. It would be cool if he beats Pacquiao, but I just kind of think Pacquiao's gonna win that one. So it won't be a knockout per se, unless Thurman is just really careless. I don't think he'll be careless, because you're fighting somebody like Pacquiao, you're going to be careful at all times, and so I don't think it's gonna. So he has to make a huge mistake where Pacquiao just takes advantage and puts him out. But I don't think that's going to be a case. I think Pacquiao is going to win majority of the rounds. It's probably going to be something like 8-4, 8 rounds to 4, maybe 7-5, maybe. But I think Pacquiao's going to take him out. So that's my opinion. That's Just from all the boxing I've been watching Pacquiao and watching Thurman's fight. You know, I just think Pacquiao's going. Even though Pacquiao's older, he's past his prime, but I'll talk more about that in another on another episode. So stay tuned. You hear more about how I think about that stuff. Okay, so now I'm about to meet up with this guy. I think I'm on the right exit here, going to, I think, Brandon, Florida, or Highway 60. It's I think it's Brandon Street. It could be Brandon. I don't know if it's a town or not. It probably is. It's funny. I'm from Florida. I don't know all the towns. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Northwest Florida, the Panhandle. So I know the areas around there, but I don't know too much about Mid to South Florida too much. I lived in Jacksonville. I know the areas around there. You know, little hick towns. There's a lot of them around Panama City, but there's hick towns around Tampa and other places. And I don't know too much about it yet. So shut up. I'm just kidding. I mean, you do have to shut up to listen to this. So this is sort of my way of talking, because usually I'm the one that shut up, and people be asking me, why don't you speak? You know, if I'm in a group casual conversation, I don't speak too much. I'm like, you know, I'll chime in, you know, but all you're gonna say is like, you know, lower your voice or something, or like, let's see here, lower your voice, or I have a dry sense of humor or some shit like that. You know what I mean? So this is my way of talking. So you're gonna hear everything that I be saying if you just take a listen. I'm a listener, and all the people, most of people I know, most of my friends, you know, they're the talkative people. You know, people don't want to listen; they want to run their mouth most of the time. And I love all my friends. I love them. You know, the people who do talk a lot, you know, they have you know, a lot of shit to say, good shit to say. So I listen to them. You know what I mean? But a lot of people who just talk for the sake of talking, and it's like, you know, shut up every once in a while. You know what I mean? Let me say something. I got some cool things to say. You know, you're not agree. I'm not. You know, just because I'm not talking about Game of Thrones doesn't mean I don't have anything to talk about. So, but that's what that is. All right. So I'm just yeah. It's a cool day today. It's 91 freaking degrees. When I left, is that the guy I'm supposed to get? I think I see the guy in front of me. But anyways, when I was at the place where I left, the Dr. Pepper little place in Tampa, the temperature of my truck read 102 degrees, but now it's saying 91. But it's still freaking hot. You still got humidity and stuff down here. It's so humid. You can't. If you just walk outside right now and stand, just stand. Don't do anything. You'll be sweating in like less than 2 minutes, maybe 30 seconds. You know what I'm saying? You'll feel it. But so man, I was looking forward to just going straight home, and now I won't be home until probably 6 or something like that. But it's all good though. I gotta go tomorrow. I think I'm heading to. I don't know where I'm going tomorrow. Where am I going tomorrow? Where am I going tomorrow? Orlando again, or Winter? I don't know where I'm going. It don't matter. Oh yeah, I'm going to Winter Haven. So basically Orlando, I gotta drive through there. I'm gonna go to Winter Haven and then go to Lakeland, pick up a load from Lakeland and take that back to Jacksonville, and that'll be my Saturday. So I gotta get up pretty early for that. But I'll probably record another one, because I don't want to spend the whole day just being upset that I have to work on Saturday. I think they have me working on Saturday anyway, because I had to take Monday off for a doctor's appointment. You know what I mean? So I missed Monday. So I just got to make it up for Saturday. I'm guessing that's the logic behind that. But it is what it is. I got to do this extra stuff, go through this extra traffic lights, and try to go to this area where I can get this trailer and take it to Orlando, go through another big city with all their traffic and construction and things like that, and then, you know, pick up another empty from there and then go to Jacksonville. Jeez. And and I know essentially I'm gonna get hungry again. But I'm glad that I got, you know, fruit right here at arm's distance, so I could just grab an apple and just eat that, and you know, drinking water. So I'm kind of helping my cravings, because a lot of times I want to stop somewhere randomly and get, you know, a bucket of fried chicken, but I'm not going to do that. You can't do that. I mean, I can, but I'm not going to. I could do whatever I want, but I choose to live this healthy lifestyle. And I choose to take this challenge to take my life to a next level. You know what I mean? So I accept the challenge. I accept what comes with those challenges too. So oh man, there's so many people, so many cars, so much traffic here in Tampa. Why do we have traffic? Didn't people? No, I'm in Brandon, Florida. No, I'm in the town now, the Brandon, Florida. I'm not in Tampa. Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure people who work in Tampa would live in Brandon probably, because it's right off the highway. So I'm pretty sure, you know, they see some, you know, whatever. I don't know what I'm saying. But yeah, it's been a long week. I'm glad I was able to bang these out, though, these episodes. I'm glad that, I hope that I am able to pique your interest. You know, I hope that I can make you laugh a time or two. I hope that, you know, you can find this very fulfilling to the emptiness that we carry inside of our souls. I hope you can feel that with laughter and love and joy and Shenmue 3. That's what I hope. You know what I'm saying? So, oh yeah, I forgot to mention it, my ads. Yeah, I'm reading some ads. This episode is brought to you by your mom. You know what I'm saying? Say hello to your mom. You know, Mother's Day was just passed. Say hello to her. Say hello to your mom. Tell her you love her. You know, I'll tell your mom for you if you want. But yeah, your mom. Do that. Okay, I need to get over here to this right lane. Shopping center is gonna. Oh man, he picked this guy I was supposed to be meeting picked the like craziest shopping center. I mean, you could have met at a truck stop. I guess he's out of hours, so he can't really go far. But still, God, darn. No, fuck that. God damn. Shoot. Shit. Gotta go through all this crap to pick, you know what I'm saying? Then I gotta fight through this traffic again. As a truck driver, you love highways, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to go through any of this rural stuff where there's 4 lanes on a regular ass rural road. You don't want that. You know what I'm saying? All these red lights. And I really have to get over. Come on, white car. White people, white cars. Jeez, y'all everywhere. Go up some. You know I'm trying to get over. Come on, man. Gotta freaking thank you. The freaking Honda Accord wants to, you know what I'm saying, fucking just be in my way, you know? So whatever, you know what I'm saying? See what I'm saying, man? This extra stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? This extra stuff. Hate doing extra missions in the middle of... If you become a truck driver, I guess one thing you should know that try to, you know, these companies, you know, they really don't care about your wallet. They don't care about your livelihood. They just think loads and, you know, the time that they think we can make those loads for them. So these dispatch people, you know, they sit in their desk. I know they have to handle all the drivers, all their calls, all the loads and all that stuff, which is a job, I understand. But, you know, they do that job for a certain amount of hours, then they go home. You know, most truck drivers live in their truck. unless you're an owner operator where you can do a load and go home and do that. But you know, I'm not an owner operator. I'm a company driver. You know what I'm saying? So that's what that is. So I don't have a place to stay. I stay in this truck. You know, I try to customize it and you know, do, you know, maybe I'll do it. Maybe I'll do an MTV Cribs on this truck. You know, just follow me around and hey, this is, you know, this is my bed, and you know, these are this is the driver's seat, this is the passenger seat, this is the steering wheel. You know what I'm saying? I may do something like that, but yeah, I mean, a lot of truck drivers live in their trucks, so they have to create sort of a home for their stuff. And I've been, you know, going back and forth trying to get a place and stuff like that, but at the same time, that'll stretch my budget because I took a pay cut taking this account. Really did. When I was driving across country, I made more money. I had a partner. We had a falling out, but I had a partner, and we were going across country, to, you know, going from California to North Carolina, then back up to you know, Oregon, or you know, just going across country literally, and the continental country, and you know what I'm saying. And so, like, you know, I took a pay cut to take this account, and so I could be in Jacksonville more, I'd be home more. What I consider home at Jacksonville. I mean, that's my second home. But, okay, I think I'm supposed to turn here. I guess. Oh, this is real tight. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh man. Okay. I guess it's got to be like this, huh? I know y'all looking at. Oh my God, this is tight. Oh, Jesus Christ. Let's see here. Trying not to hit a sign or anything. Where am I hitting? Is that? Oh, that's the curve. Okay. This is annoying. Wait for this driver to give me some room so I won't take out the sign. Of all the places, I chose this damn shopping center. Okay, I'm gonna. No, I guess I'll stay live here. This is fucking crazy. Oh, okay, I'm not taking out the sign. Am I? No, I'm not taking out the sign. So there's that. Made it through. Jesus, that was crazy. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, where is this guy at? This is not the shopping center he told me. You know what? I almost took out a sign because, oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna have to get up out of here. He told me the freaking. So that was. Okay, where is this guy? Yeah, I'm over here ripping up trees now. Alright, I'm gonna have to put this on pause for a second and find out where the hell this guy is. Because this is. Alright, hold on just a second. I'll be right back. And we're back. Geez. That was eventful, to say the least, I guess. You know, I'm trying to drive to find out the other driver. He was at a Publix shopping center. And I think I turned when I was recording. You know, when you were hearing me, I was turning into the plaza. I didn't see the Publix, but apparently, I guess I was in it and I just didn't see it. I saw Burlington Shoes, but it was, you know, right next to Publix, and but I had to maneuver around. I might have clipped the sign on the way into that plaza because it was narrow. It was very freaking narrow, and so. But we actually I actually stayed in the truck when I met with the guy. I mean, I saw him before, and we actually you know shot the shit a little bit while we were waiting for our stuff to get unloaded. He actually lives in Tampa, and he lives like across the street from where that plaza is. So he had his car there, and so when he gets off work, he just goes across. It's interesting. That's cool the way he has it set up for himself. So. I necessarily don't have a place to stay, so but that is what it is. But I actually stayed in the truck while he unhooked my empty trailer, and so I didn't have to get out, which was very cool. He just hooked up everything and unhooked the mine, and then hooked up his once I got to his trailer. So I didn't have to get out of the truck at all. And he was talking to me on the phone the whole time. So that was cool. I'm sorry I didn't record that. You know, I was getting kind of upset because, you know, trying to maneuver in and out of that tight plaza. You know, I was worried. There was this right turn I had to, because I went back to the street, and there was this right turn. There was this right turn that I was trying to do, and there was this car lot. So it was a used car lot, and one of their cars was parked all the way to the curb, and so when I'm trying to make the right turn, there was the curb, and the turn was so tight I had to actually go up, like drive forward ahead of it, and then make the right turn. And then when I got there, the trailer was still very close to the curb, and then they had one of their cars like almost to the curb, and so I'm worried about my trailer hitting that freaking car. And but I saw before the car there was a like a little I don't know, the roll stick buoy thing. I forgot what they're called, but it was one of those, and so it was right in front of it. My tire like barely missed it by an inch, and so and plus I had to, while I'm in the turn, like I stopped in the middle of the turn to make sure I didn't, you know, scrape anything. I stopped in the middle of the turn, and then I waited for the oncoming traffic when they were leaving, when they had the green light. I waited for some space so I can turn left a little bit to straighten out my trailer in the truck, and then finish the turn. So that's what I had to do. So that was pretty fucking interesting. I'm glad I didn't break anything. I'm glad I didn't do any damage to anybody or anything, or to the truck or to the trailer. Glad I'm about to head back to 75 so I can get to 4 and then make my way to Orlando. Pretty eventful day. I'm glad that I was able to share some of it with you. I wasn't sure what I was doing, so I had to put it on pause because I actually stopped. You know, the right turn that I was just talking about, I had to stop to make sure. I stopped the truck and put it in park and made sure that I didn't hit. Oh well. Make sure I didn't hit the thing, so I had to put it on pause for that. You know what I mean? So sorry about that. You know what I mean? You know, I just wanted. I don't want to. I have my experience. My first couple of months driving by myself before I linked up with my partner. You know, I what did I do? I got I got stuck in Jersey. I was in New Jersey. I got stuck up there at a place. It was kind of like a junkyard type situation. That was with my partner. Yeah, I was with my partner. My trucking partner. You know, we just, it's 2 bunks back there, so we just, the truck is constantly moving. Like when I'm done with my hours, he gets on the truck and we continue to route. So that way we can cover, we can make more money and cover more areas. So that's why we were cross country. But we were up in Jersey at one point. There was this junkyard. We had to switch trailers, and I got stuck in there because it was really it was 2 columns I had to maneuver out of, and my partner actually tried to talk me out of it. But I was like, fuck it, I can get through it, and I got stuck, basically jackknife, trying to do a U-turn to back, to get in one of the spaces, and so that took us out of a route. I was so upset, and it was raining, and it was dirty, it was muddy. It was this old junkyard, and it was very, very light. Oh, I gotta merge? Jeez. All right, come on. Construction, man. You know what I'm saying? I got this. It's like a old white lady in convertible Trans Am behind me. She waited until I got in. Thank you, old white lady. I appreciate it. I didn't see her give me any bad facial expressions, so I'm sure she's at the level where she understands certain things. You know what I mean? So, oh my God, this traffic is crazy. Jesus. So, I think this is going to be a long episode. I'm going to be talking a lot of shit. But anyways, like I said, what was I? I was up in Jersey. Yeah, I jackknifed the truck. Oh my God. And so I basically, they had the repair guys try to, get me out, but they basically had me reverse the entire movement. You know what I mean? They had me reverse the entire movement and back up. I had to back up almost a mile to get, out of that situation. So that was there, and I was like, oh my God, I don't want to be a truck driver anymore. And what else happened? In Wisconsin, I got stuck in mud I was reading the signs that entry here or something like that. But I went to the entry, the gate was locked. The gate was locked, and then some guys came out and said, no, you got to go to the other one. I'm like, the sign says go through here, and it's like, no, we got to. So I'm like, damn. And so instead of backing up all the way to the street, blocking traffic, which, I don't like doing that, but that was the best situation at the time. I tried to do a U-turn, and there was this grass area. I thought I was able to just go, but the grass was muddy as hell. And so it just, like, as soon as I turned in there, I got stuck in mud. So I had to get a tow truck to pull me out of that. So I got stuck in mud in Wisconsin. So I thought I was gonna lose my job because it was, I think after that when they put me on safety probation. So, but since then I didn't make any more incidents like that. So, oh yeah, this one time, another time in Jersey, is this other place where I had to back. I had never done this before. In order for me to back into this certain dock, I had to back through the street. So I had to, so it's kind of like, okay, I'm in the truck. I had to make a right turn into a street, and the place was on the left side. So I had to make a right turn, straighten up my truck and trailer, and then back through the original street to get to that left side. And the dock was also at an angle. So not only I had to back through the street, I had to back at a sort of 45-degree angle. And it was only 2 docks, and one dock had a trailer there. It was just sitting there. It was just sitting there. I had to go around that trailer, and then on top of that, on the other side where the empty dock was a fence, and this fence meant I had to maneuver perfectly between that trailer and the fence while back into this dock. And I've never done a maneuver like that before, and so while I was doing that, the gate wasn't, the gate was, wasn't, it was fucked up, like, because apparently a lot of other truck drivers have hit the gate, they hit the fence, and it was bent, and it was, it was loose, and it was old, and it was kind of tore up, you know what I mean? So before I backed, I noticed that. I was like, oh damn, I don't want to hit this, but I get to the point where it's like, damn, I don't think I can do this without hitting the fence. And so I was scraping the fence, and I ended up tearing it up a lot more. and then I was able to put it in, and so like, but there was another truck driver waiting for me to get out, and he pulled over, and he actually pulled out some. I didn't have any tools at the time. I do now, but he pulled out some pliers, and everything that I basically tore up on the fence. He put some pliers. He put some zip ties around the fence, and actually fixed it and made it better. And but while I got there, the people at the place, the company I was dropping for, they were gonna call. They had to report it. They didn't want to, but they saw me get through. I was like, yo, we gotta report this. So they got my truck number, my information, and they were gonna call the cops. But then they saw me and the other truck driver. He had the pliers. The other truck driver had the pliers, and basically mended the gate, and put it in a better state, and so I was sort of helping them do that and stuff like that. And oh man, I gotta go here. Yep, crap. So he saw me do that, and then the Jersey people decided, no, we're not gonna press. Just get the hell up out of here. It's your lucky day or whatever. Don't do anything. So I shook his hand and I left. But that's the only incident that I've had. So if they were reported, I probably would have lost a job. So shout out to Jersey for not, having me lose my job. And there's some other incidents that I've had. I don't remember right now, but I'll talk about them in another time. But yeah, I'm basically back on I-4 East. I got 60 miles to go for my next exit. And this rest of the day is gonna be freaking long. So I got 5 hours and 46 minutes to go to Orlando, which is not far, but traffic, pick up, drop this load off there, pick up an empty and head back to Jacksonville. Like, oh Jesus. Sounds like I hate this shit. The other driver that I took this load from, he's chilling. He's out of hours. I guess he started earlier, was late for this thing, and then now he's home chilling. Probably having sex with his girl or his wife if he's married. But I can't complain. I had sex with my girl last night. So that's cool. I'm always happy about that. But now it's like, yeah, I'm driving and just, oh gosh, how much time did I take up? How much time are you willing to listen to me blabber about shit, huh? How much? You know what I'm saying? I mean, you're able to watch. You're willing to watch. The binge watch a lot of movies. Well, how much? Oh, it's been over an hour, like an hour and 5 minutes. Wow. I mean, that's pretty much a movie length. So each episode is, like almost like a movie, like maybe a good comedy or something like that. I mean, but it'll soak up an hour and some change out of your day. You know what I'm saying? So chill, listen. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? Chill. So much construction on I-4, so much crap you gotta go through to drive. This is the story of my life, driving, traffic, motherfuckers, cars, people on their phones, wrecks, even truck wrecks. I've been seeing a hell of a lot, a hell of those. How do you say that? A hell of a lot of those. That doesn't sound right. I've been seeing a hell of truck drivers, a hell of truck accidents on the road. You know what I'm saying? And I've been in, incidents where there were, things that were fixable. I never, you know what I'm saying? I've never been in a wreck. God forbid, I don't want to be in one. I'm, constantly, vigilant, and I stay alert. I don't try to rush things. When I was first driving, I was, when I get lost, I'm going somewhere new and I've never been there before, and you can't always depend on even truck GPSs. They're not the best. They don't know everything. They don't know every street and every place you go to, and so it's like I get lost, I start panicking, I get jittery, and I get nervous. So, and I'm always cognizant of like my positioning on the road while I'm trying to find, you know what I'm saying? So you got that going on. I had that for about a good, several months. But I've gotten better at it, especially being on this account. I'm always going pretty much the same places. Every once in a while I have to do shit like this where you have to explore strange new areas. But it's all good though. I'm not, and plus I've been getting better from all the jitteriness and the panicky moods I've been in when I was first driving. I'm not a rookie anymore. It's kind of like, it's my second year. I'm a sophomore at this, so I got some experience on my belt. I've been across country. I've been up, in mountains. I've driven through snow, all sorts of different storms. Hailstorms, snow, not necessarily blizzards, but damn near close to one, being up in, West Virginia, Pennsylvania areas, in deep snow. I've never been, I've driven in a car once in Ohio, visiting my sister when she was living up there in Cleveland. But other than that was years ago. And other than that, I've never, driven in the snow, much less in a truck. And the first time I got my license and I'm training and this is my time to drive, I was driving in Pennsylvania, West Virginia, and all those places during the snow, like during the holiday season. And man, that was crazy. So I have some experiences. But this past several months I've been on this Florida account. So I'm just basically, I haven't left Florida in this truck in almost a year now. So, but I'm approaching 2 years driving, being a truck driver. It's interesting. So, but yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. I appreciate you guys listening for so long. I'm just running my mouth. So this concludes another episode. Leave comments, leave replies, leave remarks. You know what I mean? I hope you guys are doing well. I love you. This is Mr. Mike. This is the Trucker Diary series. I love you. Peace.